Welcome to the Grail Standard. I'm Sir Yvain. Today we're going to talk about one of the most misunderstood virtues in the modern world, honor. In a time when reputation can be bought with clicks, when truth bends to convenience, and when morality changes with the trends, honor seems almost old-fashioned. But in truth, it's the foundation of everything noble, the core of what it means to live by a higher standard. In his book, Chivalry, an Ideal Whose Time Has Come Again, George of Cappadocia describes honor as the center of the chivalric ideal, the living flame that gives meaning to courage, courtesy, loyalty, and all other virtues. Without honor, the rest are just decorations. So today, we'll rediscover what honor truly means, not as a social ornament, but as a law written on the heart. Honor is not about being liked. It's not about applause or public image. Honor is the quiet voice inside that tells you what is right and demands that you obey, even when no one is watching. It is both moral conscience and self-respect. A man or woman of honor acts with integrity, not because it is profitable, but because it is right. They keep their word, they protect the innocent, they stand firm even when standing firm costs them everything. As George of Cappadocia wrote, honor is the foundation of character. Without it, the structure collapses. In the Middle Ages, a knight's word was his life. To break an oath was to forfeit his identity. In our time, oaths have become disposable, promises broken with a shrug. Yet the soul still hungers for that same integrity. Because deep down, every human being longs to be trustworthy, to live a life that would make their ancestors proud. One of the most dangerous confusions of our age is the belief that honor equals reputation. But reputation is what others think of you. Honor is what you know about yourself. A person can appear noble on the outside and be rotten within. Social media makes this easier than ever. You can build reputation with pixels, but you cannot build honor that way. True honor is invisible to the world, but unshakable within. It's choosing honesty when a lie would make life easier. It's refusing to betray your principles for comfort or status. It's admitting your own failures when you fall short. It's saying, I may not be perfect, but I will not be false. That is the voice of the knight. That is the spirit of chivalry. In modern culture, honor has been replaced by convenience. We praise cleverness over integrity and self-interest over duty. Our heroes are often those who win, not those who are worthy. We see politicians who lie and prosper, celebrities who preach virtue but live in vice, and ordinary people who betray their word for comfort, pretending it doesn't matter. But here's the truth. It does matter. Every act of dishonor, no matter how small, chips away at the moral foundation of our world, and every act of integrity, no matter how unseen, helps rebuild it. You cannot have civilization without honor. You cannot have freedom without it either, because freedom without integrity becomes chaos. As George of Cappadocia reminds us, the knight's honor was never just personal. It was social. It upheld the trust that bound society together. When the trust dies, no law can replace it. So how do we live with honor in an age that mocks it? We begin where the knight began, with small acts. Keep your word even when it's inconvenient. Defend those who cannot defend themselves no matter what. Speak the truth even if it isolates you. Admit when you're wrong and make it right. Honor is not built in grand gestures. It's built in quiet choices that shape who we become. To live with honor is to live under your own law. Code higher than comfort, wealth, or reputation. You become the kind of person whose name means something, even if the world forgets it. Because in the end, the measure of a man or woman is not how loudly they speak, but how steadfastly they stand. The code of chivalry was never about perfection. It was about aspiration. Knights knew they would fall short, but they also knew that to strive for honor was better than to live without it. Chivalry called men and women to rise above their lower instincts, to master pride, greed, and fear. It reminded them that life is not about domination, but about service, to truth, to justice, to others, to the weak, and to God. To live with honor is to live with purpose. It is to become a light in a dark world, a standard that others can look to when everything else feels corrupt and hollow. And perhaps that's what the world needs most right now. Not more power, but more people whose words still mean something. In the end, honor is the soul's armor. It cannot be given and it cannot be taken, only surrendered. It's not about pride or prestige. It is about truth, loyalty, and the quiet courage to live by your own code, no matter what the world thinks of you. A person of honor may be forgotten by history, but they will never be forgotten by their own conscience. So as we leave today, remember, honor demands truth, courtesy demands understanding, and courage demands that we stand firm when compromise is easier. I'm Sir Yvain, and this has been the Grail Standard. Until next time, seek truth, act with honor, and never kneel to falsehood.